Hi, welcome back to Missouri Cricket Barn Homestead. This is Debbie. It's been a long time since you've heard from me. Well, it's been a few weeks anyway, that you haven't seen a video uploaded from me. And it's just simply because we are so busy and YouTube's on the back burner, to be honest. We've been working on our garden because we had a lot of rain this season. You kind of heard that same thing happen last year, and the same has happened this year. We've had rain pretty much every day. And every time I wanted to get out here in the garden, it rained. So we avoided coming in because we didn't want to pack down the ground. And even though that happened, we still got in here, even though it was a little damp. And you can see how it just packs down the soil when you do that. And we'll have to come back in and loosen it up. I had to end up hiring someone to come out and till our garden for us because it had become so overrun with weeds. And he came out, he did it twice actually. And then I had to go in and till it a third time myself with our tiller. So I just finished that today. And we got part of the garden planted. So right now we just have watermelons planted in our first row. We always plant through here with watermelons because they just run up on the fence that we have here. It's not a great fence. It's just a garden fence. It doesn't keep out everything. It definitely does not keep out our giant Pyrenees, which are new to the farm. These guys came in at the beginning of the year, and they are for our new sheep. So we now have 10 sheep in total. And I see something that my grandson left out here. You see that apron? He doesn't always pick up what he's supposed to. Little kids. Anyway, we've gotten some watermelons in here. We've got our cucumbers in here that I just mentioned. We've gotten cantaloupes in here. So we have a whole row of cantaloupes. Some are plants, some are seeds. Some are cucumbers, some are seeds. And we got our corn planted. So we have all of our corn rows planted out. And that is basically all we have planted. Oh, and our okra. And we have okra planted in a complete row. So that's all we have planted right now because it has rained. It's supposed to rain again all this weekend, and this upcoming Friday, which today is June 1st, this upcoming Friday we have to go and pick up 2 new goats that are coming to the farm. So we have that happening, but yeah, it's beginning of June and we're still planting, but we have really long seasons here. So we go all the way until the end of October, usually without having any frost or freezes. So we have all of that time to grow. So we're still planting. I'm still planting all the way up until when summer starts, June 21st, I think. So that's when we will kind of slow down on planting, and then we'll have a second round of planting that'll be for our fall crops, cabbages and things like that. So I don't even have cabbages out right now. Typically, most people would have their cabbages out by this point. I don't, because again, we had cold weather all the way up through to the end of April. And then we had rain, constant rain. So we have just been holding off on planting because it was still really cool. We couldn't get watermelons out at that time, and I just kind of want to plant everything together. So we're going to go ahead and plant our cabbages and everything. We have plants. We will plant everything together, harvest everything basically all at once, and then we will have our fall planting that'll come up. And we'll start doing that around in July. So we have lots of planting to do, but you can see our garden expanded again. We opened up the fence at the bottom end, way down at the bottom, and we enclosed the area where we had potatoes last season. So that all got enclosed, and that's not where we're going to put the potatoes this season because that area at the end is very shaded. So we'll probably end up putting all of our brassicas down there, kale, cabbages, things like that. We'll put up all of that down towards the end. You see my cat right there? That's my cat, Pocahontas. So we have a few cats, barn cats and things like that. So anyway, we have lots of things to plant. We still are going to plant all of our brassicas. That's the cabbages, the kale, the spinach, all of the things. And our potatoes are actually going to move more towards the middle of the garden, as well as our pumpkins, zucchini, things like that will be more towards the middle of the garden. And carrots and stuff like that, where it's a little bit sunnier. because we've noticed that towards the end of the garden it's pretty shaded, and it's better for all of those things like lettuces and brassicas and stuff like that. And then we'll just shift everything up towards this area that has a lot more sun. And that's why we have such good luck with watermelons out here, is because we have so much sun in this area, and our cantaloupes. So we're going to hope for the best. We're going to hope that we get a really good harvest. We're going to try to keep on top of the weeds this year. We had a really bad garden last year with weed pressure and pest pressure. We had Japanese beetles hit for the first time last season, and I don't do any type of insecticides or fertilizers or anything like that. So what we get is what we get. So we use natural methods of preventing pests such as neem oil and those types of things when we need it. But this is actually the best time to plant squash, more towards this time of the season, because we don't have as many squash bugs this time of the year. They're kind of starting to lessen up at this point. So anyway, we've got lots that's going to be going on here in the next few months with garden tours and all kinds of things. So hope you keep checking in on the channel, and you like and you subscribe, and you enjoy what we have here in Missouri Garden Zone 6A, 6B. We were originally in Cheyenne, if you remember, if you've been with the channel for a while. We were in Cheyenne, Wyoming, and that was Garden Zone 5A, 5B. And now we're up one more garden zone, a lot longer season, and hopefully we'll have a lot more plants this season in our garden that you can really sink your teeth into. So we're hoping to put away quite a lot of canning this year. We won't have as many apples this season or plums or anything like that, because we had a really late freeze and it froze all of the apple blossoms and everything. I haven't found anyone that has a whole lot of apples, peaches, pears, anything like that, because all of the blossoms got frozen. We will have mulberries. So we have mulberries on our trees here. This is our old mulberry tree. So you'll be coming along for the journey when we start picking mulberries here soon. And we have loads of blackberries this year again. So we will be doing a lot of that. So this is the garden this season. You can see it's a lot bigger. We've cleaned up a lot of stuff. Things are moving along how they're supposed to be. We've been focused on mostly our animals this season. We have produced so many babies, so many baby chicks, ducks, geese, all of those things on the farm this year already. So much more to go. We had kids this year that sold. We had lambs this year. We are just taking in a lot of bottle babies, and hopefully we might land a calf this year. We're hoping. Anyway, lots have been done on the farm. You remember the stalls have been all put into the barn. And we're actually adding another new pasture right now. So we've got all the materials for it. We just need posts set and wire ran, and we'll have a whole new pasture. It will be out in that section over there. You can see where the grass is really tall. There'll be a third pasture out there, and possibly even a fourth. So like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for notices on new videos as they come out. Keep posted, and you'll get to see all these changes on the farm. We will see you in the next one.